Spartacus, a name whispered in fear and admiration. Spartacus was not just a gladiator, he was a beacon of hope for the oppressed. He was a gladiator who dared to challenge the might of the Roman Republic. His courage in the face of overwhelming odds made him a legend. Born a slave, he became a symbol of resistance against tyranny. His early life was marked by hardship and suffering, but he never lost his spirit. Spartacus's story is one of courage, defiance, and the struggle for freedom. He led a rebellion that would be remembered for centuries. His rebellion shook the Roman world. The battles he fought were fierce and his tactics were revolutionary. It exposed the vulnerabilities of the Roman Republic. The Senate was forced to take drastic measures to quell the uprising. The rebellion also forced Rome to confront its dependence on slavery. The very foundation of Roman society was shaken. Spartacus's fight for freedom continues to inspire people even today. His legacy lives on in the hearts of those who stand against oppression and fight for justice. Spartacus was born around 111 BC. His story is one of the most compelling tales of resistance against oppression in ancient history. His birthplace was likely Thrace, a region in southeast Europe. Thrace was known for its fierce warriors and rich culture, a land of rugged terrain and resilient people. Not much is known about his early life. The details of his childhood and upbringing remain shrouded in mystery, lost to the sands of time. Some historians believe he was a warrior before being captured. Thracian warriors were renowned for their skill and bravery in battle. Others suggest he may have served in the Roman army. If true, this would have given him valuable military experience and insight into Roman tactics. Regardless of his past, Spartacus's fate took a turn. He was captured and sold into slavery, a common fate for many in those turbulent times. He found himself enslaved by the Romans. The life of a slave was harsh and unforgiving, filled with endless toil and suffering. Spartacus was sold to a gladiatorial school in Capua. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, one that would lead to his legendary status. There, he trained to fight for the entertainment of Roman citizens. The gladiatorial games were brutal, a spectacle of blood and combat that captivated the masses. Life as a gladiator was brutal. It was a life of constant danger and violence, yet Spartacus refused to be broken. In 73 BC, he saw a chance for freedom. Along with around 70 other gladiators, he planned an escape. Their plan involved using kitchen utensils as weapons. They overpowered their guards and broke free. This daring escape was the spark that ignited a rebellion. It would forever change the course of Roman history. Section 4. The flame that engulfed Rome. News of the gladiators' escape spread like wildfire. Runaway slaves, the oppressed, and the desperate flocked to Spartacus's cause. The group grew into a massive army of over 70,000 people. Spartacus proved to be a brilliant military strategist. He led his army to victory against Roman forces in several battles. His tactics focused on mobility and surprise. He used guerrilla warfare to great effect, exploiting the weaknesses of the Roman legions. Section 5. A clash of titans. The Roman Senate, alarmed by Spartacus's string of victories, grew increasingly anxious. They dispatched one of their most capable generals, Marcus Licinius Crassus, to crush the rebellion. Crassus was a skilled and ruthless commander. He quickly realized the threat Spartacus posed. He instilled strict discipline in his legions. He also employed brutal tactics, including decimation, to break the spirit of Spartacus's followers. Section 6. The legacy of the broken chains. The rebellion faced its final stand in 71 BC. Spartacus's army, weakened by desertions and constant battles, was no match for Crassus's legions. The final battle was a scene of unimaginable carnage. Spartacus fought with incredible courage, but he was ultimately killed in battle. His body was never found. The rebellion was crushed, and thousands of slaves were crucified along the Appian Way as a warning to others. Section 7. Spartacus, a symbol of defiance. While Spartacus's rebellion ultimately failed, its impact was profound. The uprising, which began as a desperate bid for freedom by a small group of gladiators, quickly grew into a massive movement that shook the foundations of the Roman Republic. Spartacus and his followers managed to defeat several Roman legions, showcasing their tactical brilliance and unyielding spirit. It instilled fear in the hearts of the Roman elite. The Senate, which had long believed in the invincibility of their military might, was forced to confront the reality that their control was not as absolute as they had thought. The rebellion revealed the deep-seated anxieties and insecurities of the ruling class. The rebellion exposed the vulnerabilities of the Roman Republic. The cracks in their seemingly impenetrable armor were laid bare for all to see. The chaos and disarray among the Roman soldiers during the battles against Spartacus's forces highlighted the weaknesses in their strategies and the overconfidence that had seeped into their ranks. It also highlighted the growing discontent among the slave population. The harsh and brutal conditions under which the slaves lived and worked became a focal point of the rebellion. Spartacus's fight was not just a personal quest for freedom, but a collective cry for justice and dignity from thousands of oppressed individuals. Spartacus's name became synonymous with freedom, courage, and resistance against oppression. His legacy endured long after his death, serving as a beacon of hope for those who yearned for liberation. The image of Spartacus standing tall, defiant, and unbroken became an enduring symbol of the fight against tyranny. His story became a potent symbol in later centuries, inspiring revolutionaries and artists alike. From paintings and sculptures to literature and film, the tale of Spartacus has been retold and reimagined countless times, each iteration capturing the essence of his indomitable spirit and the